video games. So I figured I could just do a whole controller sounds ASMR, just kind of going through some of the consoles I've had throughout the years. I did some quick searching beforehand to see where some of my older ones were, and unfortunately missing some of the childhood consoles. They're out there somewhere, I just couldn't snag them. Basically, the first console I ever had was PS2 in our Lord's year of 2004. That's when I got it. And I got the bundle with the first Ratchet and Clank game, and it was basically just wraps from there. Been gaming ever since. Was a big PlayStation kid, and from the PS2 I went to the Xbox 360. I remember one of my favorite games of all time is Viva Pinata. If you know, you know. Oh my god, they need to bring back Viva Pinata. Viva Pinata gotta be one of the greatest games ever made. Stardew Valley does not compare. Minecraft does not compare. It is the best simulation cozy game of all time. So basically, Microsoft, please quit holding me for suspense. Bring it back. So I had that on 360, and Modern Warfare 2 is my first online games. I remember trying to convince my parents to get Xbox Live, and that was its own whole thing, it used to be you just get the game and that was it. And now you get the game, and then you also gotta pay for the subscription for the console, and it's crazy. When I was a kid, you could get games for $40, $30, brand new from the store. And now it's now when I'm buying them for myself, shit, $70. What the fuck? I'm glad they're pushing back on further attempted price raises, but golly, man, $70 is crazy. But after the 360, we got into that Xbox One. So the console wars were still going strong at the time. And since I was 12 years old, I had to be a fanboy. And basically I was like, it's Xbox or bust, because my last console was the 360. So we went from Xbox 360 to the Xbox One, and oh boy, that was great. There was some awesome features on the Xbox One. I really felt like, the consoles weren't so iterative, and they were really still developing things, My favorite was the, you could yell at the Xbox and it would do stuff. That was really cool, with the Kinect. And clips. Me and my friends, we were clipping things all the time. We played a lot of FIFA. And, all of our crazy goals, and, when we're playing against each other, it was just capturing all these moments that, you always, before that, you wished you could go back to, and now you could. Anytime something funny would happen, you and your friends are dying, you just clip that. And then, later on, in the sleepovers, when it's 2 a.m., the pizza's been eaten, you've gone to the gas station, the soda pop has been drank, now y'all just relax, and you start watching those clips back, dying, laughing, dying, until 4 a.m. in the morning. And those were great times, great times. You grow up and you forget how awesome it was. When your main concern was damn, how am I gonna get better at this game so I could beat my friends? extent. But they were all still mainly on Xbox, so I really just played the PS4 for the PlayStation games, you know, getting back to the games of my childhood, you know, growing up with the PS2. So, getting that Ratchet & Clank remake Platinum as my first game, like, just really, really took me back. So, that, and, Bloodborne. Oh, Bloodborne's gotta be my favorite Souls-like. Probably in order, I'd have Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, DS1, DS2, Demon Souls. I don't really include Sekiro in the Souls-like category, and I never really played Sekiro too much, or DS2 for the most part. The ones I really played: Bloodborne, DS3, Elden Ring, and DS1. It was always a trip, like moving back from Xbox controls to PlayStation controls, because the X button is in a different spot. They both have an X, but it's just in a different spot. So, like, all the on-screen commands, like, they started, like, I remember them being really easy growing up, and then they were just so much more confusing later on, because I had to remember what controller I was using, you know. And after that, late into my college career, I got the big boy. I got the guy I got now, a PS5. Banger, 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 banger. I love my PS5. Games I'm playing right now. I just finished the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I'm playing the intermission right now to get ready for Final Fantasy Rebirth, which I have installed. I just want to tune up the band before I get started. I've also just pre-ordered Borderlands 4. Borderlands 4. Big Borderlands guy. Borderlands 1 and 2, some of my favorite games ever. I remember getting them on release and just playing non-stop. Non-stop, 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 non-stop. I put about 500 hours into every FIFA game that comes out. Even still, I really love footy. I support Manchester United, so if you're a Red, let me know. I watched all of our preseason games. One of my dreams is to go to Old Trafford. I've got a big football jersey collection, and I'm always adding to it. I love football so much. I like all sports, but I'm really tapped into football. I like American football as well, and basketball. But for sure, my main man is footy. It's pretty close, honestly. I make it sound like it isn't, but it's pretty close with basketball. I'm pretty tapped into basketball as well. What else am I playing right now? I'm playing Diablo 4 on PS5. I have it on PC, but I honestly prefer it on console. Monster Hunter. controllers from the blind boxes. If we're interested in a video about those, I'd love to bring out some of my favorites. Some of my favorites. And for the last controller I have, it's my Switch. So, I know the Switch 2 just came out, and I'm thinking about getting one. I kind of want to see some more games come out first. I mentioned in my first video, I'm a huge Pokemon guy, but C to A is going to come out on the regular Switch, so I won't be forced to upgrade yet. I probably will eventually. But Bonanza looks super cool also, so I'm really interested in getting that. And I never played Pikmin 4, so I kind of want that also. But the Switch is really just my Pokemon machine and my Monster Hunter machine, because before Wilds and I had Rise on I think I had Rise on PC actually, but I had Gen's Ultimate on Switch, back before, they made them for the consoles, or like when they were doing them handheld and stuff, so, I had Gen's Ultimate. But yeah, the Switch controller's gotta be the worst controller ever made, like no cap. As far as durability, it's got some of the worst stick drift ever. It's known for its stick drift, and I have stick drift. My PS5 controllers also have stick drift, but that's because I drop them every single day. And no, I don't throw them. I drop them, honestly. I just put them on the end of my bed, and when it's time to go to sleep, they hit the floor, unfortunately, because I'm dumb. Super, super, super dumb. I'm really concerned that these sounds are going to be super quiet, but if they're not, and it's really good, that'd be great. Next time I'll have to get some games up here too, and show some of my favorites throughout the years, but for now, controller sounds will do.